I'm sure you know who I'm talking about now, but this is a different one. You can call him either Kubolo or Wanlov. Whichever way, he will respond. Good morning to you.
Morning. Morning.
Tell me, that's an amazing, video.
Thank you, but it's not as amazing as your last name. Anti.
Anti, yes.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, I shot that video in front of Checheku's studio in South La, a street called Ochwe Street. I was recording this song and I went outside to listen to what I'd done so far because my fingers were paining me.
Right.
And I saw this guy coming down the street and I just felt like that's the video for the song. So.
And this is a mentally ill person. He looks a bit...
Ghana is also a mentally ill country, so I think it goes together.
We are all mentally ill somehow.
Yeah.
The country is sick and we are also sick in it.
Yeah, that's the whole thing about the video. It's like, that's Ghana.
That's Ghana. And this is your latest video, right?
It's not my latest. The latest one is very soon.
Very soon, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's also shot in the same style, black and white, slow motion, one take.
Okay. And you said you shot this one with your phone.
Yeah, of late, we have just been using our phones to shoot our videos. Mensa just released a video 2 days ago also. He shot it in Malta. He flew all the way to Malta and shot a video on his phone. And it's a very amazing video. You should check it. It's called Finders Keepers.
Finders
Keepers.
Keepers.
Yeah.
Finders Keepers. Right. Quite interesting. You always do amazing things.
Oh.
So, Charlie, what's up with the ECG? What did you do this morning?
You know, I was leaving for COP21, the climate change summit, a week or two ago, and I was traveling with an executive from ECG. By mistake, we just met during immigration.
It wasn't planned, yeah.
And I remember I've been on several stations talking about ECG should be a company that also invests in solar power. You know, why are we just waiting only on VRA? And they said they don't have the permission or something because they are a distributor. And so I said, you know what, I'm going to go for a higher power next year. So you're not going to see this hat. Next year I'm going for, the bosses.
The bosses?
Yeah.
Which ones are the bosses?
That's the bosses. I'm just going to look on the list and see who are the people on the bus.
Right.
The people on the bus.
So, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, the people on the bus, we'll talk about that, and what you think about. But how has the year 2015 treated you?
I mean, I've really suffered with electricity problems because Mensa and I had several projects we had to finish and we couldn't record because it's light off or the generator is making noise. And then we are thirsty and we can't even find something cold to drink. And then those guys that ride around with the bicycle with the ice cream on the cone too, the ice cream has melted, And so it wasn't a good year. It wasn't a good year. And the mosquitoes treating us anyhow because you can't see them to kill them. Because
it's dark.
It's dark, yeah. So it's been the worst year I've experienced in my life in Ghana. I used to, light bill was 50 Ghana a month, and then generator bill became 50 Ghana a night.
Yeah.
And I've never experienced anything like that. And at the same time, the tariffs and the cost of fuel too was going up.
Yeah.
So
what about professionally? What kind of year has it been for you as a musician?
As a musician, I got 2 solid contracts this year, one from UNICEF, and I also got one, from this COP21, this thing. So in that aspect, getting more big contracts from very respectable bodies,
right,
it's been a good look for me. But I'm getting less of commercial shows. And however, I'm being called to more small towns. I have shows now coming up in Kintampo, Navrongo, and so on, small shows. And so it's a defining year because I've also changed the music that I'm doing. I'm doing more folk, just guitar, and political, conscious words.
Right. Because this one is very good. The message is simple, but it hits everybody.
Oh, thank you.
And you get drawn into it. How have you been able to sustain your music career? Because when you started, most people didn't take you seriously. Yeah. Oh, that man who is always wearing a skirt, who doesn't wear shoes.
Yeah.
But now to getting big deal, UNICEF.
Yeah. I did a lot of Sakawa from 2000 to 2005 when I was in America.
Which one is Sakawa?
Oh.
We understand Sakawa differently.
Internet fraud.
Okay. Are you serious?
Yeah. So it has kept me afloat.
Fraud?
Yeah. It's like a normal route to take for me in those times, because I was living in the States. I didn't have a social security number, so I couldn't get a job. They were bouncing me around. I became an illegal immigrant, and so I just had to survive, you know. And so that has kept me afloat. The remaining coins.
The remaining coins. So then you are better off here in Ghana.
Yeah,
I'm
better off. Yeah, definitely, I am better off in Ghana. Yeah, I'm doing.
Tell me about this bond you have with Mensa.
We are getting married next year.
Oh, please.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's just magic, you know, for me.
You seem to work so well together.
Yeah, we do.
And I haven't listened to any interview of yours where you don't mention Mensa.
Yeah.
You always mention Mensa.
Yes. Unless like I'm in like a doctor's interview and like they're checking my colon or something.
I'm sure you even tell them that, well, if it's not right, Mensa can help me.
Hey, please. I said colon. Yeah, no, we met. We have stories about meeting before. Yeah. Like not imaginary stories. Remember meeting on the mountain in Sawam during Boy Scouts, which was in 95 or 94 or something. But we met solidly in 97 in a disco. I used to run to his classroom, run from my class to his class to lie to the teacher that, oh, some teacher is looking for him. And then we'll go in the village or some empty class and be rapping all day. So from a long time we were like...
So you two are like Kubolos for life?
Yeah.
You started way back.
Yeah. Even before that, we've been doing it, yeah. So we have fun. We just recently did Uganda, then we did Kenya, and then we did Germany just last month, and we're still going.
Before we get to the headlines, you seem to be very busy, always going around. Do you have time for your wife and kids?
I don't. I'm like a bad Skype father. You know, no, I try. Currently, my son's mother from Japan is in town. Today is her birthday, and she's called Ya Ninja. And she has
that's the name you gave her?
Yeah.
Ya Ninja?
Yeah, Ya Ninja. Okay. And she's in town. She's going to be here for like a month, so we are spending time together. My Ghanaian daughter's mom too is here. We spend time off and on together. It's just my son in America. I don't see him much because I don't get visa to that place because of
the Sakawa.
And also, I see my daughter and her mother in Denmark. I was just there 2 months ago. And my son in London, I haven't seen him for a while because the mother is very angry with me. You know?
Understandably so, The way you said it, I know you understand.
I know why.
So did you deliberately decide to become a global father?
Can't control the sperms.
Wanlov, you are painfully honest and blunt. Well, okay, we'll come back to that. But you are Sakawa thing.
Charlie. Survival.
Maybe one day.
I mean, even our government is involved in it. In this Sakawa. It's a Sakawa government.
How do you mean by it's a Sakawa?
I mean, if something is 10 Ghana, they'll come and tell us it's 10,000 Ghana. You know?
Now that brings me to the headline. One of the group petitions rolling school for to have images removed from the BRT buses.
Oh.
The group are appealing to Jerry John Rawlings and President Kufuor that they should just give the order that they don't want their pictures on the bus. So do you think it will work? Do you think it's a good gesture?
Can they put me on the replace Rawlings? No, I'm just like, they don't want to be there. That means if they weren't asked, we are going to do a bus and put your face on it. Do you want to be on the bus?
That's the thing. We don't know whether they knew about it or they don't know about it. Because this group is saying that the ex-President Kufuor and ex-President Rawlings should come out to say that we do not agree because of the money involved, so take our pictures off.
Okay, so maybe they were told, but they found out that the money, something, so now they don't want to be part of that. That's understandable.
What do you think? Do you think they should take their pictures off? Do you think it's such a bad thing that they did?
Oh, I heard the guy on the radio who did the thing. I heard him talking. And the way he's suffering, like his friends calling him, the people he owes money and so on.
Yeah.
Just because of that one guy suffering, no?
Yeah.
They should obey. If Rollins and Kufuor want their faces off, they should come off. But yeah, it's a bad thing. So even because of that one guy, Rollins won't feel comfortable when he's walking in town. And you know he likes walking in public.
Right. Okay. Now the next topic is ministers ban from unwarranted foreign trips. And let me read a bit to you. It said the presidency has issued a directive cutting down on unwarranted foreign trips by ministers and government officials. According to a reminder sent to all ministers and heads of government departments, the state is incurring huge costs from unwarranted foreign trips by officials who mostly fly first and business class.
Wow.
A notice from the Office of the Chief of Staff, Julius Deborah, to that effect stated, you may refer to letter number OPGA 56 of 26 October 2015, addressed to all ministers by the Secretary to the Cabinet on the above stated subject.
Wow.
Foreign trips.
I'm impressed. I mean, I was going to mention Magufuli, who just did this, a few weeks or months ago, and about to say that we need somebody who can start doing this. So that's interesting. If it's not a show and it's really happening.
Yeah.
Because even the person who is it the president's directive?
No, the chief of staff. I beg your pardon. The chief of staff.
Okay.
He signed a letter.
Okay, because I don't remember what the president went to some months ago, but he went to some kind of breast cancer or some kind of women's, and that one, I think you should send a woman to that. So it should also apply to him, this kind of unwarranted trips.
But men also benefit from women's breast.
Yes, of course, but I'm just saying they should send the right person. Because if there's something else to deal with, like the floods were going on at that time, and there's other serious issues going on, and then going on such a trip. So if it applies to everybody, yeah, fine.
You mentioned the president of Tanzania. Do you think he's...
Magufuli.
Yes.
Magufuli.
I thought you said Ofui.
No.
Magufuli.
That's his last name.
Okay.
Magufuli. Ofui. No, please.
That's not true.
I'm guessing.
He's guessing. Do you think he will make any impact on the continent?
Oh, of course. I think this has happened just because of him.
You think so?
I think so. I don't think... but this been the same chief of staff till now. I was going to say chief of staff. Steve Mama.
Chief of staff.
Chief of staff. Yes. It's been the same guy till now. So why all of a sudden? I think they've seen how enthusiastic people are about what Magufuli is doing. So they are also... And that's very good. So he's already making an impact.
We've seen a few of them come, they start like that, but, along the line, somehow they join the club. Yeah,
it's like when a gutter is full of bola and you are digging the whole afternoon, the sun is burning you are taking out all the plastic, pampers, tampons, everything out, no? Then you turn your head and you see one person throwing a pure water in the gutter. You just throw your shovel and go and eat some akpuna.
Because you get fed up.
Yeah, so I think though you can try, to be doing good things, but at some point, you see many people just not caring or going contra what you are doing. And so let's hope that he has vim to keep it on.
Well, do you think Ghana has hope? Do we have a future, especially for the young ones? All your children, though they are international, are partly Ghanaian.
My only hope in Ghana is that there's still Alansa trees, and every season the Alansa grows and it's still tasting good. So that's why I'm still thinking of Ghana.
Because of the Alansa?
Alansa.
Apart from Alansa, there's nothing that gives you hope.
I went to Uganda and I saw different shaped girls there. So I've moved my mind from Ghanaian girls. So Alansa.
You okay?
Alansa. Yeah.
Are you serious?
That's what keeps me. So if the day they'll cut, if the way they went to cut that tree at TV3 and they went to cut those trees in front of the airport because it was blocking the street lights. I haven't heard some before. Because when you travel to a foreign country, The thing that makes the place have a certain energy are the trees you see in the city.
Right.
But we cut all the trees down, and then we start wiping our forehead with a handkerchief because the sun is touching us. Yeah. You know, so Alansa trees, once they don't cut them down and the Alansa is still coming, I have hope for Ghana.
Now I'm worried, Wanlov. Because
I mean, you're going to cut the Alansa trees?
No, because what you're saying is very deep. Because you're trying to tell me that when it comes to politics, the economy, you know, the social services, you don't have hope in anything.
No. You see,
it is only that Alansa tree.
Yeah, we grew up in a time when I was sitting in my father's car when I was young. I never saw my father stop at a police barrier and give money to a police. I never saw my father bribe the guys coming to read a light meter that, oh, don't read it, just do connection for. I never saw any of that. But our next generation coming up have seen us doing this as normal. So the next wave coming, the corruption will be pure VVIP white powder corruption.
Now you're being prophet of doom. Now you're
I'm just saying, no, but life is like this. And things have to get worse to get better. Yes.
What are the 5 things that if you have your own way, you will change about Ghana?
Oh, Charlie, just more Alansa. I wish like even the judges are taken care of, you know? I mean, yes, I didn't find when people were saying that, oh,
they're not state.
When people were saying that, oh, at least there were some judges that didn't take bribe. To me, they were worse. Because as a judge, when you're sitting down and somebody comes in front of you to offer you bribe, then no, police, carry this person away. That is a legal system. That's how it should work. As soon as you say, what? You are bribing me, carry this person away. But to say, oh, go, that means the money wasn't enough. It's almost like an armed robber is coming to shoot you, and then you manage to say something to the armed robber for him to start walking off. It doesn't mean that you now call somebody, hey, armed robber, you know, like they almost killed you, but because of something, they didn't kill you at that moment. You know, so you can't let that armed robber go away just because in that moment they changed their mind. They are still an armed robber going off. You know, so, but then after seeing some of the tape, I saw the state in which they were living. And if the government is taking care of them, it's taking care of the doctors, you know, it's making sure there are no ghosts on payroll, and it's like this kind of enjoyment money, first class and the rest, is going towards salaries. It's going towards salaries for teachers. Right. These are the kind of things, you know, and then... And
you think that will solve it? Because as human beings, it seems we are very greedy.
Yes, but...
Because there's some of the top people who are being paid thousands and they are getting millions. They're still, some of them are still, you know, doing sakawa with our money.
Yes, I understand that. But, you know, we are behaving like bad children. So we need somebody who can actually discipline us. You know, there has to be strict rules and they have to be enforced, you know. Like we could easily have gone into a solar farm instead of this badge that came. People have set up huge solar farms in Kenya and so on for like 50 million, 20 something million. And we have spent 500 and something million. You see what I'm saying? So these kind of decisions, it's just because of that small, we've grown up with a culture.
You don't think the Ameri badge makes sense?
Oh,
but they've just brought 2. But I hear there are 8 more coming up.
Yes. Yeah. You see, we just have a culture of only going into deals that benefits us directly, personally. It's a culture. So there's no way there's any deal out there which is approved that somebody is not chopping at least 10% or more, you know. And in those situations, when it happens like that, you don't look out for the interest of the country in the long term. You're looking out for your short-term personal interest.
Right.
You know?
So we've talked about 1, that's the judges being taken care of, doctors, in fact, those in the, you call them
teachers, doctors, you know.
Right.
The people cleaning up, just
everybody being taken care of properly. But they say there's no money. They say we don't have money.
Charlie.
There isn't enough money.
They borrowed money to build a presidential palace. They borrowed money, you know, for this badge. Whatever. They went, I think, they got like some 1 billion from the IMF, or I don't remember. All these monies that they are borrowing to do these kind of Look at the money spent on the buses. That's a lot of money, you know. So there is money, but like I'm saying, we are just thinking of the chopping right now. We are not thinking of our children chopping later. No. You know.
Second thing that you would like to change?
That's 14, so.
Oh.
That's the 14.
Okay,
okay, what? I would like to ban plastic, you know. I've even discovered a company in Switzerland. I think they're also in Morocco now. What they do, I mean, we'll ban the plastic, and the plastic that's here can all be converted, if it's true, because it sounded like Jehovah's Witness to me, but they can convert 1 kilogram of plastic into 1 liter of fuel. So you just take any boiler and just change it into fuel. They have these machines that do it. Just like there's a guy here currently who has fought for years and finally is allowed to use the liquid waste to turn into charcoal and water. So that would be one, ban plastic and convert it into something. People are making light poles out of plastic, ladders, boats, small canoes, buckets, you know, so you put that plastic to use. People are now buying the plastic.
You seem to have a business sense. You understand business.
I don't know if it's a business. I just have ideas. You know. So
do you have plans of putting them some of them into practice?
Did you say something about Alansa?
Okay. Do you have any plans of using Alansa to do something?
Yes.
Like what?
Enjoying.
Just eat and enjoy.
Chewing gum and whistle. Yeah.
What do you think we can do about corruption in this country? Is it possible that we can deal with corruption?
Yes, I mean, yes. You see, right now, it's crazy, but we have reached a very scary point where corruption is our comedy. You know, like we have become like some junkies, drug junkies there. Every week we want to hear some new corruption and laugh and point and see some cartoons
and WhatsApp and tweet
and then get bored and forget about it. Wellness still has $50 million. Is it funny? It's not funny.
It's not funny. But we kind of joke
but we
with
laugh, yeah. You know, we just say somewhere, we just throw his name out there in the midst of something, you know, and just be laughing. And that's what's very scary, is that we now need corruption stories to get through corruption.
We need corruption stories to get through corruption.
It has taken its own life. It's very scary. So I don't know. That's what I'm saying. We just need somebody to put their foot down.
And there's somebody, do you think it should be a political leader?
I mean, life is politics, you know. Life is politics. If in the night your parents are lying there and your father is getting feelings and your mother doesn't permit him to answer his feelings, in the morning, if you ask your father for coins for cuckoo, he can insult you. That's politics in the bedroom. You know, so politics is just interaction. It's just like, politics doesn't mean like a party flag or anything. It's just how polite you are with people, what policies you have with people, and how you police each other.
Politics. Wanlov, somebody has a challenge for you.
Hey.
It says, Gifty, trust me, Wanlov should endeavor to come up north and walk. He would wear sandals.
Ah, he's lying. I've walked north. Okay, they said I haven't come in the hottest time.
Okay.
But I always walk north barefooted. I've even been to Mali, Bamako, which is more north. And we're walking barefoot. Yeah. And I'm going there. I'll be there in Kintampo, then I'll be in Bolga very soon. So I'll be walking as usual over there.
When are you coming to my village, Edumasa?
Where the auntie name is from?
No.
So wait, so where's the auntie name from?
It's from Achim.
And Adumasan is where?
Well, that's where my husband comes from.
Hey, and you love him. The way you say my village, I've taken him with the village.
Yes.
So where is it?
It's in the eastern region, after Akosombo. It's not far from Akosombo. It's like 20 minutes drive from Akosombo. You should come there.
If you invite me, I'll come.
I will invite you.
Because I know there's 1,000 there.
Yes, there's 1,000 there. You will have a lot of it. Yeah, nice. And we have a lot of trees and hills and valleys and mountains. You will love there.
I would like to have an Alansa and 1,000 sandwich.
Wanlov, I love your brains. Someone says
Hey,
that one. Yes.
I love your brains.
I love your brains.
Wow, what a word.
And then there's an Gifty. I love your show. I love Wanlov. Thanks for your program. Are you here for life Gifty? This Godwin from Atimpok. No, I'm not here. I'm just doing 1 week. 1 week from Monday to Friday. Mama V and Roland will be back. So somebody tell them, yeah, that they should just enjoy this week. Next week they are back to take over. Wanlov, NDC demands probe into arms discovery at NPP headquarters. The governing National Democratic Congress is demanding that the Inspector General of Police institute a probe into the recent arms discovery at the new Patriotic Party's headquarters in Accra. The police, in a recent dawn raid at the premises of the NPP, reportedly retrieved the arms and arrested some persons. General Secretary of the NDC, Johnson Asiedun Ketia, fears the arms could possibly be a source of violence in the country.
Hey, please, can you clarify? When you say arms, are you talking of this?
No. Guns.
Guns?
It will, you know.
Please, what types? Is it the one that blows bubbles or the one that do ta 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 ta?
I don't know the time.
The paper one?
No, the one that brings out bullets.
Metal killable bullets?
Yes.
And do they have the right and permission to have these guns?
That's why the NDC is calling on the IGP to investigate.
I mean, the way I'm afraid of guns,
You look
it's
like
bad.
somebody who will love guns.
Hey, why? What shows? I
you
don't like guns. Crack, 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 crack.
No, you don't like
something
yourself
that can
trouble.
just delete a life like that.
So you're not a violent person.
I don't, everybody has their limits.
Right.
And that's just, it's like a reflex or a reaction or
Right.
self-preservation. But violence, no, I don't like that. Nah, it's just...
What do you think is the future of the
Mad.
youth of this country?
What future? The future of the youth.
Yeah.
I've seen in Gare du Nord in Paris at the station, I was just changing trains, and I just saw hundreds and hundreds of young boys and girls standing there selling phone credits and phones. And that's what I see.
It's scary, isn't it?
We'll just be selling things by the road.
Tall guys, strong, well-built,
intelligent. Some are even who got once in all their JSCS exams, BC or whatever.
Some are even graduates. You went to Legon, right? Were you at
Let's
Legon?
not talk about my schooling. Because
okay, all right. I won't talk.
No, I didn't go to Legon though. I went to Adi school. And then I went to college in Texas, but I didn't finish.
Okay. Why?
Because of Sakawa.
Because of Sakawa. They were worrying you.
The school, no, I was in there. I said, Charlie, let me just go this way.
Because you were hustling too much.
Yeah.
Do you have any regret that you didn't finish school?
I only have a regret that I wasn't going regularly to French class, because I do a lot of business with the French world. So I wish I had fluent French.
Right.
But I was doing computer science and business administration, and I just don't have a business acumen, and I don't feel I do. Business, like, I'm very bad with money. I'm always spending my money. I don't invest and stuff. I mean, I do buy my equipment that I use for my work, so that's the kind of investment I do. Okay. But I don't have...
Because I was going to ask you that, what do you use your money for? Because you don't buy expensive, designer wear.
Hey. No, I don't.
But you buy for your kids?
Yeah, I buy. I send my money to my children, and I spend some, when there's some left, and I spend it on music equipment or film equipment.
Then you're a responsible father, which is good.
Say it one more time.
You're a responsible father, which is good.
Oh, Charlie, I try.
Now back to WhatsApp. Somebody says, wow, I always think that this guy doesn't have anything good, but he has just proven me wrong. I'm really, really enjoying him. And then this one looks like a foreign number.
Hey.
Please, can you ask Wanlov if he takes drugs? Weed, cocaine, etc.
Drugs.
Like
DRAKS. Drugs. No, I'm just the way you're using it. Okay. So a new revelation, and the police can't do me thing. I landed in Uganda, in Kampala. They picked me up from the airport. All my life, in the ghettos in Aveno, Los Angeles, wherever I've been, anytime somebody has offered me marijuana, let's say it's a lit joint, or it's just a roll joint, like I should light it myself, or it's a jar of the buds, you know, different, or package. Sometimes people give me a package and I'm like, oh, I don't smoke, and so on. I landed in Kampala, and I was in a car. I went to a festival called Nyege Nyege, which means honey.
Honey. Okay. Like honey.
Not like, honey like bee honey.
No, like honey.
And fillings.
The fillings that makes you have the international babies, kind of. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And so there was two guys in the front. Sule, who had lived in Ghana before. Okay. He was from the north. And then Fonko, a musician, traditional musician. And there was a girl near me, a very cute girl called Kampire. And then as we left the airport, they brought a silver box. Right. Shining. And they opened it and said, would you like to have a joint? And I saw so many marijuanas arranged, white, you know, rolled up. And it felt like toffees to me, the way they presented it. And it has never been presented that way before. So the marketing of it. So I took one. And I said, I've never smoked before, but it's my first time in East Africa. Okay. So let it be my first time. Would you believe that I smoked like 5 rolls? Shout out to Kwakese. And nothing happened to me. I didn't feel nothing. So Mensa, I called Mensa. He was the first person I called. I said, Mensa, I've smoked like almost 5 marijuana rolls and nothing's happening. Am I normal? He said, Charlie, I think you are high all the time. So it can't work on you. So since then, I haven't done it again.
So that was the only one time and you haven't done it?
In my life. Yeah.
So then that means that, I mean, your message to the youth may be out there is that it doesn't really,
no, for me, maybe I'm high, but there are some people who like it and it works for them. So that one day, they should take it.
Say no to drugs. Search Wanlov. Wanlov, I want you to hear that. Say no to drugs to the youth.
I should say what? No, I can't say no because there are people taking paracetamol. So then if I say no to drugs,
hard and harmful drugs.
Codeine is hard drugs, but people take codeine, you know. So I can't say no to drugs because then maybe they have to take their malaria medicine. They don't take it and they'll die.
Mama Gifty, it's been a while. I see you on TV. Where have you been? Anyway, shout out to Kubolo and your show. But Kubolo really needs to come to the knob. He will wear sandals. Sadiq Tamale. People are daring you. You have to go there one of these days. You really have to go there.
Is Kintampo close to Tamale?
Not too far.
Not too far. I'm doing a show in Kintampo. So the guy who just sent a message, if you come there, you see me with a naked leg.
Okay. Now we have Clement from Bongo. To me, I would change 1, attitude of Ghanaians. 2, change of our educational system. 3, declaration of assets. 4, control of population. 5, long-term developmental project. Control population.
What does that mean?
How many kids do you want to have?
I never had a plan.
Okay.
So maybe he means family planning. But in Ghana, I just have 2. One is like my biological daughter, and one is like she came with a package.
A package, right. Okay.
But so this control of population is very scary because that sounds like Hitler. You know, like I'm going to.
But the few that with the 25 million that we have, we can't be taking care of properly. So government is not taking care of. How do you add more to it?
But life has to continue. That one there, you know.
What about developmental projects that somebody raised? How we develop our country, mental development, social, economic development.
Charlie, we need people the people know the work, but they can't implement it because people if somebody comes up with a sustainable plan, the person who has to sign off on it wants to know how they'll benefit today.
Right.
And they won't sign off on it. So it comes from the top.
Do you think we are intelligent people as Ghanaians?
We are very intelligent because we are not only intelligent book-wise, we are also very spiritually or intrinsically intelligent. We have, when someone is suffering and we see them from far, we can feel it.
Feel it.
It's something very hard for Europeans to do. Europeans don't have that kind of intelligence. And we also have physical intelligence. You know, when somebody is muscular, athletic, and so on, it's because their DNA is intelligent and has adapted to their environment, their climate, for survival and so on. So Africans are generally more intelligent than Europeans. It's just that Europeans are controlled by the climate, by the elements. So they know how to use their time.
Right.
So they are well organized. So that is what we lack in, is our organization, because the whole year feels like summer.
Right.
So we are not in a hurry. Somebody will say, we are supposed to have a meeting at 3. Somebody say, I'm coming, but they are bathing at 3 o'clock.
At 3 o'clock.
So that is where we lack organizational tact.
When I introduced, I said one thing I've noticed and heard about you is that you keep your word. When you won't do it, you won't do it. But if you will do it, you will do it.
Yes.
What makes you...
I try to do that. I think my father and my mother always kept their word. And so it just set an example for me. And they never really lied to me about, you know, things. You know, so I'm quite a realist. They never told me like Santa Claus was real and those kind of things. But this thing about, it's like sometimes you tell somebody, oh, I'll try and do something for you. Yeah. What I don't like is when the person comes and say, oh, but you promised. Has that happened to you before?
Yes.
Oh, I'll try. Tomorrow I'll try and come. Then they say, oh, why didn't you come? You promised.
But you said try. You didn't say
try.
I will come.
Yeah. And even if you said I will come, it's not a promise. But it's okay, but it's as strong as a promise, I guess. Yeah. I will come.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, I just try.
You know, my WhatsApp is breaking loose, all because of Wanlov.
Are you sure?
Good morning, Gifty. Kubalo speaks so well. I never knew he's so intelligent. Kujo Kasua, Mama Gifty, I'm so excited seeing you on TV.
This is not real. This is an actor.
Some of the wow, I always think that this guy doesn't have anything. Okay, he comes against it. I like his ideas. But please tell Kubalo to wear something better, because he is a gentle guy. Senior from Ho. Okay.
Yeah, okay, senior.
This one says Junior loves creamy airport heels. Hello, Awo Dansua.
Please come again. Say that part again.
Junior loves
creamy.
No, Camry.
Hey. Junior loves creamy. There sounds like a gay porno.
Hello, Awo Dansua and Santa Clausian. Hey.
Charlie,
I went to Fantimano, so we have Santa Moga.
Oh, that's good. But when they call me for show and those things, and they are like, "Oh, come for free," and I'm like, "But you didn't pay school fees, eh?"
You
like,
see,
we pay school fees.
We pay school fees.
So when you can't come and do free show.
They say that, yeah.
They should do some susu.
Santa Claus said in your studio. I'm enjoying the show, and big ups to Wanlov. Always good to see you, Awo Dansua, on TV. Yeah, that's my traditional name, Awo Dansua. Yes. Yeah, because my husband is a chief.
Nice. Hey.
Yes.
Wow. Yeah. Hey, they have to come to the town. Though.
You should come. That's what I'm saying, that you should come.
Get one plot and one bottles.
From KK Tabale. Yeah, there, you don't touch a woman.
Hey, wait. What does that mean?
From KK Tabale.
Is it a rule there? Is there a rule in the town there?
You don't have to marry from the town before you touch the woman. Yes.
Really?
Yes.
What actually?
From KK Tabale. This guy is crazy, but for corruption, when we begin hanging or killing like the Arabs, corruption will stop. Hey, this is extreme. This one, even Wanlov doesn't, agree.
I haven't said anything.
In fact, from Kent Ohohoi says, in fact, Wanlov is really intelligent. I wish he becomes a politician to make use of all his intelligence. Wanlov, you are more. Kent from Hohoi.
Thank you.
Do you have any plans of going to politics, Wanlov?
I plan to go into a female who is into politics.
You want to do what? You want to do what? Repeat.
I plan to go into a female who is into politics.
On that note, we take a short break. This is the AM show. We'll be back shortly.